Welcome back to Pukekohe Park Raceway, the final race of the weekend. Round 4 of the MSC Tasman Revival Series and the Bruce McLaren Festival. The feature race at Pukekohe. Can Kenny Smith make it 8 out of 8 down to the start line? They get the start down to turn number 1, Kenny Smith. Looks like he's got jumped by Steve Ross, who's leading the MSC Tasman Revival Series. Kenny Smith having some early season dramas. Back on board with Sefton Gibb, the 1974 Lola T332. Will take a ride down the back straight. Off the kink, hard under brakes, down into the hip, and Kenny Smith with the big lunge down the inside. He scored the clean sweep of 4 victories at Hampton Downs the previous weekend, and he's looking to do the same here again at Pukekohe Park Raceway to get his championship defence back on track. After some mechanical issues at the first couple of rounds, Roger Williams won the Lady Wigram Trophy in the number 63. 74 Lola T332, there he is there, running in the Interscope colours, familiar colours from the 1970s. In Formula 5000. Sefton Gibb just up ahead of him in the 88. He had some mechanical dramas at Hampton Downs. Williams goes down the inside of Gibb, 4 position. Another wonderful lineup this weekend at Pukekohe Park Raceway with numbers approaching 30. There were some casualties from Hampton Downs, more mechanical rather than anything else. These early to mid-70s Formula 5000s are still very, very fragile. 30 is Ian Clements running in the Viceroy colours. One of the long-time campaigners in the MSC Tasman Revival Series. The big crowd will just be enjoying the sound and thunder of these 5-litre stock block, small block V8s. So for this final race, the feature race for the MSC Tasman Revival Series from Pukekohe Park Raceway, the drivers are racing for the Bruce McLaren Trophy. 188. This is the second of the Surtees cars, and he's got some issues out there. That is Mike Watley from the UK in the 71 Surtees TS8. So that's brought out the safety car. Back to the restart. Kenny Smith, Roger Williams, Steve Ross. Continuation of the MSC Tasman Revival Series from Pukekohe Park Raceway as we're on board now with Sefton Gibb. And it is raining and raining hard. We've seen changeable conditions as Clements goes past. Sefton Gibb 4th position. So Kenny Smith now tiptoeing. It is definitely raining and these cars are on slick tyres. It's the 1977 Alphin MR8. Will be a lapped car, so this is not 4th position as the 8 of Kerry Anderson goes around in the 69 Lola T140, running in Class A for the older Formula 5000 cars, and there's another one going around there as well. That's car 10, Bruce Leeson out of California in the US in the 69 McLaren M10B. Back on board with Greg Thornton in the number 34 Surtees, and he's running just outside the top 10 at the moment. Frank Lyons just up ahead of him, and Aaron Burson. So lots going on here at Pukekohe as he laps the number 11 of Hemming as well. So that'll be Frank Lyons immediately ahead of Thornton. As the last lap board comes out of Pukekohe, Williams pulls to the outside down into turn number 1. Kenny Smith looking for the clean sweep for the weekend with 4 victories. But Roger Williams is applying the pressure, and there's lots of lap traffic ahead up for the leaders. As the leaders thunder down the back straight, Thornton working his way out of the hairpin. He's battling with Frank Lyons, who makes the pass now in the number 64 Viceroy Lola. Kenny Smith holding on to the lead. Back of the car moving around under brakes. Williams trying to cross over, but Smith's got good exit speed out of the hairpin. Kenny Smith looking for 4 out of 4 in the Bruce McLaren Trophy. There's the checkered flag. Kenny Smith will hold on to it. He got away from Roger Williams in the last sequence of corners. Kenny Smith with the victory. Roger Williams second, followed by MSC Tasman, Revival Series leader Steve Ross, David Abbott, Ian Clements and Sefton Gibb.
Kenny, well done. Total clean sweep, and the Bruce McLaren Trophy's yours.
Yeah, no, that's what makes it so good, is to win that Bruce McLaren Trophy. I mean, I went to school with Bruce, and I raced his first Austin Ulster that he had. I owned that, and that sort of got me going in motorsport, and it's so fitting to get that over the moon. It means as much as any Grand Prix or anything.
Kenny's an awesomely good driver, and his car was performing very well today, so it was always going to be difficult to pass him, but, you know, I wanted to make sure he was honest, and one little slip and we would have had him, so...
It actually rained at the beginning of the straight, so we were tippy-toeing around the bottom corner heading onto the back straight, and it was dead dry at the other end. It was a very strange race at the end.
So it's 68 years young with numerous New Zealand Grand Prix and Lady Wigram trophies. This one ranks right up there for Kenny Smith. So points after round 4 heading to Phillip Island. Steve Ross leads overall, just 16 ahead of Kenny Smith. Ian Clements in third ahead of Sefton Gibb, Roger Williams and Chris Hyde.